Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel and to more Horizon Forbidden West. We picked up where we exactly left off. Let's check this thing.
Could pull this thing out of me. What?
He notices something.
Transmission.
It's replaying it. So it jumped from here to the top of the spire. And
He wouldn't. He couldn't.
silences lands.
Something was transmitted from the top of the spire. I guess I have to find a way up there.
Yeah. Something wrong with silences lands also. So how do we go up? That's the question. Let's scan. What all is there? Looks like those two will provide us a path to go up there. And the second one goes into this building. Okay, I think I see. Use R to move camera to look for another climbing. Tap this without touching either stick to jump. Okay. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah, climbing is what I've heard is climbing is much better in this game. Jump to the side, press L and then okay. No, I didn't want to do that. I was just telling that you guys did a better job. And why? Okay. To jump the side, L is desired direction and tap this. Okay, now it works. Yeah, I need some stick covers for my new PS5. I am used to long sticks because that's what I used to use with my PS4. Because the actual size of PlayStation's controller sticks are very less. They should have made those sticks much longer. I don't know why they don't do it.
Should be able to get up there now.
Okay, let's go up there.
That silence was helping me when he gave me his lance. It looks like he tricked me. It transmitted something through the spire. Did he save Hades? Why would he do that? Well, if I can figure out where he sent it, I can track him down. Hopefully the transmission node at the top will tell me. Well, doesn't look like I can keep climbing this way.
Reach out with L and tap X to jump between distant climbing handholds. So, oh, there is one to the right. So we need to go right.
Looks like this panel's ajar. Can I go up through the inside?
Look at the design of these things.
An elevator? Let's see.
Access lift activated.
Lucky day.
Engaging maintenance configuration.
The whole thing is opening up. Wonder what the Karja will make of this.
Another omen. Sun wanted to do something with the spire, that's why it opened up. But the thing is, it's raining, so there is no sun. So that's why it's opening up. Yeah, they have to somehow relate it to sun. It went to the west.
Well, Aloy, I see you finally figured it out. To be honest, I'm surprised it took you so long to discover my rules.
You rigged the lands to steal Hades. How could you be so reckless?
Reckless. You're the one who tried to purge Hades before its precious knowledge could be extracted. The mysterious signal that woke it, for example. But why obtain one of those Gaia backups you've been having such a hard time finding?
If you knew, why didn't you just tell me?
I've been having problems of my own these past 6 months, Aloy. The difference is, I've made progress. So once your anger at my entirely necessary deception has faded, why don't you come out here and find me in the Forbidden West, and learn all that I've discovered?
Oh, I'll come find you, all right.
Yes. Well, and the coordinates make it simple enough. Even for you.
Gah! There's no other choice.
So we are going to Forbidden West.
Better let Varl and Murad know what I found.
You went inside it, and it transformed. Almost like the day of the battle.
I can only be grateful that it's a stormy day. Few will have seen the tower change from Meridian.
Yeah, exactly.
What did you discover?
Hades. The danger didn't end here. It went into the Forbidden West. And I have to follow.
I see. That can be difficult. The West is called Forbidden for a reason. A tribe of ferocious warriors controls much of it, the Tenakth, and they allow no trespassers past its border. That said, under the Sun King Avad, a fragile peace has been negotiated, and indeed, the next embassy will take place in a day or two on the edge of the frontier. Were you to attend the gathering under his auspices, the Tenakth might grant right of passage, instead of hunting you and attacking on sight.
Great, just what I need. More killers.
Sun King is here.
Sun King.
Aloy, it's good to see you. You left in such haste. We never had a chance to properly thank you.
Can we show the champion the spear now? Please?
Itamin, quiet.
It's true. We bear gifts. Decorum usually calls for a ceremony of offering at the palace. But I thought you would prefer a less formal occasion. Bring them, please.
Avad, this is all very kind, but Who's it? Vanasha.
Quick, better hand them over before she runs off again.
Really? Must you?
These two have paired up. If you did not do any side mission in the previous game, you probably would not even recognize these characters. These were two of the allies. That looks really good.
On behalf of all the citizens of the Sundom, may these tokens remind you of our eternal gratitude.
So Itamen is happy
Perhaps
here.
you'd like
That's
to
one
spend more
thing.
time with your friends. Come speak to me when you're ready to depart.
That's a good looking spear. Okay, to learn more about characters from the past, navigate to the characters bio section in your notebook. We know about those characters. We just played the last game. Yeah, Silence we know about. Blameless Marad we know about. He doesn't answer any question directly. We know about Vanasha. she was a Karja spy who actually helped us rescue Itamin and the queen, the previous queen. Uthid was being hunted, and we actually fought along with him.
To attach the master
So
to my new spear.
we'll quickly go around, check couple of these areas. Then what is that?
Honoring those who fell in the battle of the Aloy. Lots of brave people defended this place from Hades.
Yeah. So let's talk to the Sun King.
The sculptor wanted something even bigger, twice the size, covered in gold and jewels. But I was quite certain you wouldn't appreciate that.
You were right. I'm sorry, Avad. It's good to see you, but I can't stay long.
I see. I'd hoped you'd remain in the city for a time. Perhaps at the palace.
Meridian's still in danger, but it's bigger than that. To put things right, I have to go west. To Nox territory.
By the sun, that's a Noct? Well, perhaps Murad already told you, but after years of hostility, we've negotiated a truce in hopes of a lasting peace. Another embassy will be held in just a day or two.
Let's ask him, what is these years of hostility?
When you say years of hostility, I assume you mean the Red Raids?
Ah, yes. My favorite subject.
I wouldn't ask if I didn't need to know.
As you know, my father raided all the border tribes. The Asuram, Banuk, and Nora suffered greatly, resisting as best they could. But none fought back like the Tenakth. They rose up and assaulted our western front at Barren Light, sweeping us from their lands. Getting them to talk to us again after that was tricky.
How did you get the Tenakth to talk again after the war?
The same way I got you to talk. By giving gifts.
The Tenakth like tiaras?
More like metals, spices, and relics looted during the fighting. We've met with them on several occasions, and the gifts seem to have eased the tension. But this coming embassy is the most important yet. The best sign we've had so far that the Tenakth want lasting peace.
What makes this coming embassy so special?
Well, just like today, it is special because of the guest. Our delegation will meet with the Tenakth just outside Barren Light. We'll give them treasure, and they'll return a prisoner. Fashav, one of our finest soldiers.
Soldier? Don't you mean raider?
No, not in this case. Fashav is my cousin, nothing like Helis and his ilk. He joined the Western expedition with the hopes of reining in certain excesses. But he was captured during a heroic defense of our forward base at Cinnabar Sands, and has been held ever since.
So we are probably going to meet with this Fashav guy.
Happy?
You got him out of Sunfall. Any happiness he has, he owes to you.
He's playing with the stick.
He's turning into a fine young man, which he'll need to be if he's to inherit the crown.
Wouldn't the crown go to a son of yours first?
Yes, well, I'd have to get married for that to happen.
Yeah.
Murad keeps throwing noble matches at me. But I find I'm always trying to make them into someone they're not.
So this guy has
At any rate,
romantic.
I never aspired to the throne, and I don't wish to sit there forever. When Itamin comes of age, I hope to step aside. Free of the crown. I might finally be able to travel the world. Who knows? Perhaps even accompany you on one of your adventures.
You make it sound easy.
Let's ask about Fashav a little bit.
Fashav. How long has he been a Tanakh captive?
5 years. Tanakh emissaries swear he is well, but I wonder. That tribe is renowned for its brutality. How did he survive? Well, I'll know soon enough. If you see him before I do, tell him that I await him in Meridian, where he belongs.
If I see him, I will.
We'll definitely see him. Okay?
I need to get going.
One moment, Aloy. There's something I must ask you. Since you left, I've thought of little else.
This isn't really the time.
But it has to be. The way you left before, there's no way to know when I'll see you again. I'm not trying to stop you, or hold you back, but I need to know. When your mission is over, will you return to Meridian and stay? Long enough for us to spend time, to get to know each other properly, perhaps.
Hopeless romantic. Yes. Let's be nice to
I do hope
everyone.
to see Meridian again, Avat. And you. But this mission, it's my life. It's all I can think about. I have to stay focused. What happens after? I can't imagine that. I wouldn't know where to begin.
Well, if that place were to end up being Meridian, know that you will always receive a boundless welcome here. Tend to your mission, Aloy. I will hope for your success, and look forward to your return.
That's a good man. We knew in the last game itself. Okay. So that's one. Let's talk to Itamen. And his mother. We keep forgetting. I keep forgetting her name. Queen Nasadi.
Itamen, what do you say?
My humblest thanks to you, great champion, for delivering my mother and me from Sunfall, and for defending our holy city against the forces of Shadow. Did I say right?
Did I say it right?
Itamen. And you're welcome.
Champion, will you teach me how to shoot like a real machine hunter?
Itamen.
I have to go on an important mission, Prince.
To save the world?
Something like that. But when I come back, I could give you a few tips. It would be an honor.
We owe you our lives, champion, and we will not forget. May the sun light your way.
Watch out for Thunderjaws, champion.
Watch out for Thunderjaws. He's so excited. Okay. So we have couple more. We already saw our own statue.
That's part of the Deathbringer we defeated.
What's that?
This machine was the last line of defense for Hades. It dragged the orb up here and then nearly killed me, but it's just a piece of scrap now.
Oh, this was the one which actually blew us down and then dragged the orb. Okay. Oh, they want me to see the statue.
I guess I should be flattered by the statue. It feels wrong. Especially when my job's only half done.
Okay, and there is Marad. Where is Vanasha and they kept these?
This is remnants from the Battle of the Elite. We were almost overrun by the machines Hades controlled. But we pushed through.
Okay, let's go to modify our spear. Maybe they are they're staying over there. Oh, okay. They may be up there.
Savior.
There.
There.
Bench. Uthid, Vanasha. Thanks for being here.
Wouldn't miss it, even if you did leave us hanging after the big battle.
Vanasha, stop. She's here now, isn't she? For the moment. But I see that look on her face. She's got business to attend to, and it isn't in Meridian.
You know, I didn't vanish before because I wanted to. I had...
No, Huntress. Please. You don't have to justify yourself to us. You saved our butts. If you've got to go, go. With our blessing.
Always.
You both look like you're doing well.
Mr. Shiny Pants here.
Shiny
Sun
Pants.
King's senior military advisor. That means people actually have to listen to him talk. May the sun bless their sorry souls.
At least I say something of substance every once in a while.
What was that? I just fell asleep while you were talking.
And how about you, Vanasha?
I've been looking after Nasadi and Edaman. 2 parts bodyguard, 1 part...
Bad influence.
Bad
I
influence.
was gonna say nanny, but I like your version better.
I never pictured you as a nanny. Edaman must be special.
Hold on now. I'm not entirely domesticated. Nasadi was the Mad Sun King's wife. She has enemies. I've had to foil a plot or 2.
Right. You can try to hide it, but inside, you're as soft as a silk pillow.
Oh, you have no idea.
Huh? Oh dear.
We were talking about Edaman?
Yeah, okay, I admit it. Edaman's cute. He's fun, and he looks up to me. I like him. Except when he forgets to wash his hands after hooking worms in that muddy garden behind a solarium. Blech.
Blech.
It's been months since I was in Sunfall. What's become of the Shadow Karja?
After you wiped out the eclipse, there were hardly any priests or officers left to terrorize the little people.
Avad offered amnesty to all who were forced to serve the Shadow. So the commoners cleaned out the citadel and handed it back to him. The Sundom was unified.
Avad wanted Uther to take command of the garrison there, but Captain Cudley here refused.
He wanted
Rumor
to...
has it that he wanted to stay close to me here in Meridian.
That's nonsense, of course.
Well, I know. You're out. Go! Away with you.
Away with you.
Always an honor, champion.
Always a pleasure. But please, little Huntress, come back someday and tell us about your adventures. If I can't get in trouble, at least I can hear about yours.
Okay, so here is the workbench. Modify your spear. So they gave us a new spear. Now we'll have to attach our old stuff. Champion spear craft. Spear upgrade has been crafted. Okay.
Okay. Master override installed. Plus, something new. To store up and release energy.
Savior!
Resonator.
I'm relieved to see you in
Should
good
help in
health.
the fight.
Okay, return to Morad and Vault. So they don't let us go into Meridian because it looks like, yeah, only, although this whole part is there, they only let us go into the place where we fought it, the spire. Where is that? That thingy. All right, let's get going.
Is that the time? Or do you want to chat some more with your friends?
No, it's time to go.
I better get going. And if I'm headed west, it sounds like I'll need rite of passage from the Tenakth, as you said. Where exactly is this embassy going to be held?
Past the Daunt, the canyon that marks the western border of the Sundom. You'll find the fortress of Barren Light at its farthest edge. The embassy will take place just beyond its gates. It's a long march, a fortnight on foot.
A couple of days hard riding should get us there.
Actually, it might be better to rest here tonight. Head out in the morning.
Of course. I'll arrange it.
She has other plans, I would think. Otherwise, she would have gone immediately. I thought so. But I hope we are not seeing the last of World, because I like that character. And it would be good to have some missions along with him where we fight next to each other. Listen to that music.
My voice has grown so somber. These words don't seem like mine, but the iron won't subside. No matter what I try. Am I raindrops in the flood? In this emptiness, in the storm. If I falter, if I fall, the wave inside my soul carries all I know. Who can take my hand in the flood?
Oh, there are tall necks in the new game.
Her voice calls me forth through darkness unknown. My heart with silence burns through solemnness and bone. The edge beyond the shore, this weight of root and rot. I long to reach the other, to find the path we lost. Am I raindrops in the flood? In this emptiness, in the storm. If I'm broken, if I'm torn, the wave inside my soul carries all I know. Who can take my hand in the
Here we go, the game starts. After 2.5 hours of playing, or 2 hours of playing.
Sparks to steel. Never seen anyone use one of those to get around.
Is that how I get to Barren Light?
Yes, I mean usually, but not today. Not yet.
And why is that?
Well, the Daunt. The whole valley. It's infested with machines.
I can handle machines.
Oh, I'm sure you can, but I'm under strict orders not to operate until the whistle down at Chain Scrape sounds the all clear.
Look, I didn't come all this way just to stand around and wait. I'll crank that car down myself if I have to.
Well, but then who would crank it back up?
Exactly. That's not our concern.
Fine. Though, should anyone ask, it might be best to say you forced me.
We did force you.
I see smoke, but not a lot of activity.
Smoke's probably coming from something the machines wrecked. As for the quiet, well, there's a work stoppage in effect because of
All the fuss.
What sort of machines are causing the trouble?
Nasty ones, and lots of them. Bristlebacks, they're called. The strangeness is, they're not native to the Dodge. Just showed up, all of a sudden.
No hunters to kill them?
Oh, we've got hunters, just none that want to cross Ulvund. Boss of Chainscrape. He is self-appointed. Work stoppage was his idea.
Yeah, well, I'm just passing through. Got an embassy to attend.
You should have said. That ain't gonna happen no time soon.
What are you talking about?
Hear that? That's your answer.
Who is that?
Karja's Sun Priest. Tranked him down yesterday, about an hour before the machine trouble started. He's a very important man.
Also, he says.
That embassy at Barren Light, he's the one supposed to run it.
Great.
If you don't do as I say immediately, the Sun King himself shall hear of your insolence. Thanks to you, I was forced to spend the night shivering in the tent. Exposed to attack, I might have died. Oh, me you refuse to transport, but not this... what? This Nora girl? This savage?
Where did they get this Joker?
Wadis. That's Aloy.
Studious Wadis.
Aloy, you know, savior of Meridian.
Really?
Really?
Well, that lessens the insult, I suppose.
I came here for the embassy at Barren Light. Way I hear it, so did you.
Well, not with the valley infested. And so did Ahriman proclaim the Sun Priests most precious and worthy of safekeeping. See? Scripture. I shall head to Barren Light when the captain of the Vanguard tells me the way is clear, and not a moment sooner.
Fine. Captain's a friend of mine, you know? Where is Erend? Wouldn't mind speaking to someone a little more action, a little less...
Scroll.
Wadis.
Studious Wadis.
Studious Wadis.
Studious Wadis sent Aaron and another Vanguard out at daybreak to clear the way.
And so at daybreak...
Hey! Shh. Found the valley then?
Yeah, said they checked the ruins on the left bank for tracks. Take it from there.
Okay. I hear there's a work stoppage. Any way to upgrade my gear?
I'll bet the smith in Chainscrape would let you use his workbench. As for the bristlebacks, you might want to craft some acid arrows. Hitting their canisters with those will take them down quick.
Thanks. I'll find Erend and I'll bring him back. Hey! Where do you think you're going?
To the top of the ridge. To wait in safety.
Sorry. Operator's under strict orders. No passengers till the whistle blows, right?
That's right. Best start cranking.
Why?
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 Jorf, would you kindly escort Studious to Chainscrape and wait for me there?
You got it.
I will find Erend, and I will help clear a path. But after that, no more excuses. Barren Light. Embassy.
If such be the will of the sun.
If such be the will of the sun.
Trust me.
I forgot, Aloy is a badass when it comes to handling these kind of people.
First and upgrade my bow.
Okay. Let's collect everything we can here. Scroll. Commander's mandate. Okay. Anything more to collect? Doesn't look like it. So reaching Chainscrape is our first thing. So let's take a quick look to the brink. Find it and go to Chainscrape. So we are going to go to Chainscrape first. So where is Chainscrape? Oh, it's quite far away. will definitely save first because there are machines down there. And as the game has already shown, so let's do a manual save. We haven't saved yet. That it can be tricky. Is chain scrape that way? Yeah, looks like it. So we might be able to avoid those guys completely. There are like 3 of them. Yeah, I'm sure developers created this path just for that, so that you can avoid those machines down there. What was that? Rock? Okay. Oh, there is a question mark on top of here. Something glowed there for a moment. Can we get down from here? Yeah, looks like we can. Man, look at the graphics.
Drew said I could get my bow upgraded in there. I'll be able to tinker with my other gear too.
So let's go into chain scrape. I will do some exploration outside of videos, but I want to keep the videos specifically to you know, to missions.
That the savior?
Yes,
Wanna
it
come
is.
in, savior? Welcome to Chainscrape, savior.
Open up, guys. Jor's orders.
Good enough for me.
By the forge.
Petra?
Petra.
Aloy.
Another ally.
Here? About time there was something worth looking at in this dump.
It's nice to see you too.
And not a moment too soon. Come on. Damn brewery's the only thing I can count on in this place.
Yeah, I heard. Machines, work stoppage.
Oh, those are just the latest malfunctions. Chainscrape's always been a few tools short of a kit. And right there is the biggest tool of all.
Our land, not our problem. The bristlebacks are everybody's problem.
Roland?
You've heard of him.
Yeah.
But he's a story best told over a cold beer.
Petra. I'm just passing through. I'm headed west.
Oh.
There's an embassy at Barren Light I need to make happen, and then I keep moving.
Ah, of course.
Bigger gears to
Bigger
grind.
gears to grind. Well, Flame Hair, good to see you. You've got to move on.
Petra.
But if you want a cold beer and a few laughs with an old friend, come find me at the brewery. Your choice.
Well, this old one guy sounds like trouble. Maybe Petra could use some support. But first things first, I need to find that workbench and upgrade my bow.
Hey, workbench. Oh, there is the workbench. Let's talk to him. No? Okay. Here we go. Weapons upgrades. Crossbow sling. We don't want to upgrade that. Hunter bow. Okay, I can upgrade first one. Acid hunter arrows. Awesome. Borrower sound shell. I need some. Upgrade outfits. Nora anointed. Okay. Oh, this one I can upgrade even more. I'm a defensive player, so I always choose trap crafting. Now, pouch upgrades. Can I do anything? I need boar hide. Okay, let's go. An armor and ammo that deals acid damage. Okay, so we now have acid arrows.
Now I just need to find Erend and help him clear the bristlebacks.
Oh man, look at this area. It's huge. So I'm sure, yeah, there are quite a lot of secondary missions here, but I would have felt good if I could upgrade. So let's pick up this one. We'll pick up the secondary missions.
Hey, Milda. Milda. Took some of your stew last time I went into the wild. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hole.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Oven didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my special grill. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Ulvin discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals. No trouble.
How did you end up in Chainscrape?
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. I was in need of work. So I got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before. Anyway, next thing I knew, people kept coming back. Guess they like my food. Or the ale.
Or both, maybe.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah, but I make meals.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly.
But
my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Ulvin or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
What do you need?
For the ingredients, a few pieces of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile, if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way. Assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Mildef. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude sounds like.
That's what gets you.
Don't let anyone push you around, okay?
If you say so.
Then another character, a dash of courage. Okay, we'll do that. But before that, we'll pick up that other secondary mission. Where is that? Should be this way. This guy has an arrow on it. So, can we not talk to him? Okay, so the other one is next to the... Yeah, we should save. And the guy is next to it. He's down there.
We are on the same side. What do you want, Ulvund? Some kind of payment?
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought? If you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the bristlebacks and sign the concession decree. Face it, what other choice do you have?
This is another asshole.
Hi.
Savior, what auspicious timing. Might we discuss a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might. Later.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
So, the savior herself. Walloper of Derval, gutter of youth.
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Ulvund Freeholder, at your service. So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy and...
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
Once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my saviorly attention.
Ah, the bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well, let's get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not so fast. You don't seem to have a high opinion of the magistrate?
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being bullied, intimidated, and taken advantage of.
How noble of you.
Noble, ha!
He doesn't do a...
Born with a hammer in hand, I was. Nobody handed me anything or dropped opportunity into my lap. Everything I've achieved, I've done on my own.
And where is this hammer now?
The, burden of leadership forced
Exactly.
me to set it aside. The Carja risk nothing, while demanding that good Osseram gamble with their lives out there. Someone had to step up and say no more.
You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Carja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal we deserve, I'm not risking Osseram lives.
Fair deal? You mean your concession decree?
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of all the good Osseram laborers of this land who do all the back-breaking work, while only the Carja reap the rewards. All we're asking for is the ability to share in this prosperity for a land worked by the people, for the people.
Right. Then just how much would be your share?
Only an amount appropriate to my contributions to this community, of course.
Where's the whistle?
Right in the middle of town. But with the threat out there, I'm not endangering innocent Osram lives.
I'm going to clear out the bristlebacks. And when I'm done, this valley is going to get moving.
If that's what it takes. Until then, I'll keep looking after the safety of these good folk.
Just be ready to blow the whistle. Better see what that Carja magistrate wanted. I bet he's in the tavern.
Okay, let's go pick that up. Yeah, outside of the video, I'll probably go and those machines we avoided.
Corbin and the others are doing better than I.
What happened to you?
That damn mine is what happened to me. It won't be the last injury if Ulvund keeps shoving those tongs into those tunnels.
What mine?
Northeast of Chainscrape, where the river ends. I told Corvin we should stop when the first cave-in happened, but Ulvund probably threatened to cut off our pay. Or worse.
How about you slow down and take me through it? How come Ulvund's in charge? Don't these mines belong to the Carja?
Try telling Ulvund that. He brought in all the backing to get them open. Might as well own them. Fire and spit. You ask him. He owns us as well.
You mentioned you were injured in a cave-in.
Yeah, a couple days ago. That's how I hurt this blasted leg. Corvin and the others were opening a new vein while I was checking on an older one. As soon as their blast hit, the tunnel I was in collapsed. Might have dodged it if I wasn't running on barely a spark of sleep. We were pushing too hard and too fast.
And you're afraid Corvind and the others might not be as lucky if it happens again.
Mm-hmm. Hit the nail right on the head.
Who's Corvind?
He's their foreman, and a damn good one. The kind that knows how to deal with management when it gets unreasonable. But Olvend, his demands go beyond unreasonable.
So we understand more
Corvin's
about
been
how
doing his best to appease
Olvend
him.
is.
He even blamed himself for my injury when it was Olvend who ordered the extra shifts.
Sounds like a good guy.
That's why we all put up with the long hours and lousy conditions. But if the whole mine becomes unstable, I'd rather suffer Olvend's wrath than die buried in rubble.
I could check in on your crew if I'm in the area.
I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, deep trouble. That's another side mission. So do we have any more side missions to talk to Karja Magistrate? Okay. Yeah, let's go talk to him before we do anything with the main mission. And after we talk to him, we are going to... Oh, this is what is this? This is your stash. It can be found in every settlement as well as many other locations. By upgrading your pouches at the workbench, you can increase your carrying capacity. Okay. So they have a stash system. Awesome. Yeah, this was missing in the last game. Whatever you could carry, that's all you could carry. There was no stash. Okay, let's go talk to the magistrate.
Savior, thank you for taking the time, and my condolences that you had to endure Olvend's bloviating.
I've dealt with worse. It sounds like he's really trying to put you over the barrel.
The idea that the Karja purposely let bristlebacks into the Daunt, it's completely absurd. But the louder and longer he says it, the more support he'll get for his damned concession decree.
How did the bristlebacks get into the Daunt?
No one knows for sure. The first report of them came from west of the quarry. But unless they have wings I don't know about, I don't see how they could have come over the mountains.
No other way in.
The only way I know about is barren light. Look, if you can get to the bottom of this, I can offer a considerable bounty in return. Help me shut Olvend up.
What is this concession decree that Olvend wants?
He wants the Sundom to designate portions of the Daunt as Oseram holdings.
Basically, he wants it.
Portions, mind you, that produce any value.
Let me guess. Because he stands to profit somehow?
Exactly. With the Daunt under Oseram law, he could secure more investment for their numerous ventures.
He can't get those investments without the concession?
No. Not while there's a chance the Sundom could revoke their access. Hence, why the concession is so important to him.
We can't let him have it.
The Karja for the bristlebacks, no matter how absurd, works in his favor.
How does blaming the Karja for the bristlebacks help Olvend get his concession?
Look around. This may be the Sundom, but Chainscrape is all gears and rust and bad ale. Claiming that the Karja loosed the bristlebacks in order to intimidate Oseram laborers into obedience. Well, let's just say no one here has forgotten the atrocities of the Mad Sun King. And with the bristlebacks bringing work in the valley to a halt, Olvend has plenty of time to pick at barely healed wounds.
And if the Oseram refuse to work, unless the concession is signed, you won't have a choice.
Correct. The reconstruction of Barren Light must continue.
How did you get stuck out here?
I asked for the posting, believe it or not. Overseeing the entire valley on behalf of the Sun King? It was an honor. Is an honor, I mean.
But your job would be a lot easier without someone like Ulvund blasting hot air all the time?
Ulvund's not going anywhere. He's been around longer than I have. Even fancies himself the founder of Chainscrape. Well, I'll find a way to live with him. I have to.
You said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry?
Yes, according to one terrified laborer, said the ground trembled before they came charging down the hillside. He took off and ran all the way here.
Good place to start looking then.
If you learn the truth, maybe Ulvund will stop blaming the Karja for every problem under the sun, and maybe then he'll actually focus on rebuilding Barren Light instead.
Okay. So there is some more progress. So Chainscrape is pretty big, but it's more of a work camp. There is water. Let's see. Is there any more? What is that? Unknown millipede. Unknown machine strike. Unknown. So we just came from there. There was something unknown there. We didn't see. Where is the unknown thing? Up. Oh, it's up there. But how do we... Okay, we can get up there. Oh, this is a... Dude, we want to talk to you. So this guy actually is a vendor. Machine strike, I know what it is. It's... They have described it in somewhere. It's basically a game. Within a mini game within the game. So it's right over here. Yeah.
Hey, Ray. Change your mind about that? Fancy a game of strike?
Can we talk to
Come
her?
for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't
She's
expecting
happy.
you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Take your pick. We got bodies to bury from the bristlebacks, the work stoppage, Ulvund grating the gears about his concession decree. Hey! Weapons off the table!
He's also bossing them around.
Don't listen to me. Nothing a cold brew and knocking some heads together can't fix eventually.
I thought you'd be back in Freeheap.
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back, but realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
So the bristlebacks and the Daunt.
Having a cold one after the whole day's work.
Really knows. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But I heard talk of some vanguards trying to take them down.
Did they come through here?
Stopped by briefly for supplies. Ulvund was none too pleased. Won't be able to crank it to his advantage once the bristlebacks are gone.
But how could bristlebacks and the Daunt help Ulvund?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the bristlebacks came from, Ulvund has taken to blaming the Karja for him. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
And people actually believe him?
Lots of folks suffered at the hands of the Mad King during the Red Raids. Give him half a reason, they'll blame the Karja for anything.
Ah, damn Karja slavers.
There you go.
So about Ulvund.
Around here, everything's about Ulvund.
How'd he end up in charge?
He got here early, like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need stone and timber. So he jangled purses all over Mainspring, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is, all the bankers back home know that this is Karja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
This concession decree.
We know what it is.
And how would it help Ulvund?
It's pig diddle, that's what.
A writ that would put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Karja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Karja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Ulvund has a stake in all those claims, it would make him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would become an Osram municipality, so he could buy enough votes to call himself an elderman. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that. Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually the magistrate will sign.
I thought you'd be back in...
Well, but Rickard
you could always...
And go back beside...
Okay.
Well, I have to be going. Thanks for the drink, Petra. I'm glad I stopped by.
Anytime, Flamehair.
Okay, so we have talked to Petra. We have found out what those 2 things are. A dash of courage. Gather bitter leaf. Okay. We should get going. And we should find the forge again, because I want to upgrade my bow to max level. Possible. Okay. This one I cannot upgrade it to... Oh, I can upgrade it to 2. Okay. I need borrower sound shell. At least 1. Why did I not upgrade this to level 2? Blast trap. We can create another blast trap. Let's remove that so that it does not show up. Cross blast slings. Yeah, why not? Bristleback circulators we do not have yet. Okay, so we need to go kill some more of those borrowers so that we can so this gate is now fully open. There were some on the way of coming here. We'll go kill those, and we also need bitter leaf from that region. So this section of the map has opened up, but look at the bigger map. Oh man, this is going to be a long game. So I think we'll have to progress through the main story to get the way to Barren Light opened, and that is our gateway through to the main map. This is like in the previous game, the Nora area was the first area, but then once you did all the missions there, it was so these do not change color, the campfires. Yeah, I can go actually kill these things. Dash of courage, gather wild meat. Dash of courage, go to the scourger side. So these will do. There is a upper section here also. Deep trouble. Crimson Narrows, go to the mine. That's another secondary mission. Charger side, borrower side. We haven't been to that area. I think we came from here and then directly came into chain scrape. And there are question marks all over the place. 1, 2, 3 of them at least I can see. Those will need some climbing. There will probably be another question mark on top of here. And this is the bristlebacks, the main story. Or bristlebacks is a side story. Search west of query for the bristleback and a dash of courage. So we'll do the dash of courage in the next episode. Hopefully you guys are liking it. If you did like it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you with the next episode. Game Changer X out.